Let's walk through a simple example. All right, so here we want to see if B and C are both in ABC and in the same order. So I think we can start by comparing the first letter in BC to the first letter in ABC. So we're comparing A and B. So these letters are different, so it means that we have not yet found a match for the first letter in BC. So let's check the next letter. And here we have B and B. So this is a match. So let's keep track of the number of matches. And now we also need to see if we can find a match for the second letter in BC. So we would compare C and C, which is another match. And we've come to the end of BC and ABC. Okay. So let's see. We needed to have matched both letters, and we have two matches, and we checked them in the correct order. So this example would be true. All right. So we started out by looking for a match for the first letter in BC. We did that by comparing each of the letters in our full string to the first letter in substring. So it actually sounds like we iterated through the full string, comparing each of those letters. Okay, this should work. Starting with A, and we compared them to see if they were equal to the first letter in our substring, which was B. All right, so we have A and B, which is not a match. So we then compared B to B. And here we have a match. So let's keep track of the number of matches. And we found a match here, so we can increment that by 1. We will now compare the next letter in BC. So we actually can't use this hard-coded value here anymore. We instead need a variable that increases the substring index by 1 every time that we find a match. And it looks like our matches count is actually already doing that, so we can have that do double the work. And we would now compare C and C, which is another match. And we've now come to the end of our full string. So let's do the final check. So we'll compare the number of letters that we matched, which is 2, to the total number of letters that we could have matched, which is also 2. And since 2 equals 2, we can just return that, since this would return true. Okay. Let's check this in the console by running the same example, and we should get true. Perfect. All right, let's make sure that our function returns false if the letters in the substring are in a different order. And if we passed in a letter that wasn't in the full string at all, we should also get false. Perfect. Okay. So our solution iterates through the full string in its entirety. So the performance is O of n. And regardless of the length of the strings, we use the same amount of space. So the space complexity would be O of 1.